Throughout my career, I've been passionate about honoring and taking care of our nation's veterans, women and men, including my father, who sacrificed so much in the cause of freedom. I've had the privilege of being a guardian on Honor Flight sponsored by Kentucky's Touchstone Energy Cooperatives and Honor Flight Kentucky. Recently, 43 amazing Kentucky veterans visited their memorials in Washington, D.C. It was an emotional day for us all as we remembered those who paid the ultimate sacrifice and never made it home. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every veteran who has served our country, and I hope you enjoy Honor Flight 2016. On August 27, 2016, Kentucky's Touchstone Energy Cooperative sponsored an honor flight in partnership with Honor Flight Kentucky. 43 Kentucky heroes were on board. In Washington, D.C., the veterans received a hero's welcome from hundreds of private citizens and soldiers who thanked them for their sacrifices and service. From Reagan National Airport, the veterans boarded buses bound for memorials that included the World War II Memorial, the Korean War Veterans Memorial, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and the Marine Corps War Memorial. A police escort cleared the way through highway traffic and took them directly to their first stop. At the memorial, the veterans saw the unforgettable sculpture of 6 Marines raising the flag on Mount Suribachi. Many of the Kentucky veterans were overwhelmed by emotion, especially Nello Francis, a 92-year-old Navy veteran who actually witnessed the famous raising of the flag and who also fought in Okinawa. At Arlington National Cemetery, the vets watched the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Four of the Kentucky veterans, Morris Alford, Nello Francis, Noel Phillips, and Delmer Picklesheimer, laid a wreath there during a ceremony watched by hundreds of people. At the National World War II Memorial, former U.S. Senator Bob Dole was on hand to greet the veterans. Other visitors shook their hands and gave heartfelt thank yous for their sacrifices. On the Freedom Wall, each star represents 100 deaths, with 4,000 total stars on the wall. This commemorates the 400,000 Americans who died serving their country during World War II. In front of the wall lies the message, "Here we mark the price of freedom." At the Korean War Memorial, the veterans were again greeted with smiles and many thank yous for their service. The two oldest veterans in the group included Kenneth Powell, a 96-year-old World War II Army Field Artillery soldier from Lexington, along with Ralph Johnson, a 96-year-old World War II veteran from Warsaw, Kentucky. Like millions of people have done before them, the veterans touched the Vietnam Memorial walls, which lists the names of nearly 59,000 soldiers who died, were imprisoned, or who never came home from the war. Lonnie Atkins Jr., an 85-year-old veteran who served in the Air Force in Korea, said, "It's been the best day of my life." Several other veterans said the same thing about the trip. Before the return flight to Lexington, the veterans were treated to a bit of nostalgia as they experienced mail call, just as they had when they were young servicemen and women far from home. Friends, family, school children, church groups, and many others wrote letters and sent cards the veterans will never forget. Upon arrival at Bluegrass Airport, more than 1,000 people greeted them and cheered loudly as a bagpipe band led them through the terminal. It was a hero's welcome home that they will never forget. hope you will consider helping us support future honor flights. We are literally in a race against time because many veterans are in their 80s and 90s and near the end of their lives. Thank you for supporting Honor Flight.